Today we're going to talk about 12 mistakes that an online entrepreneur needs to avoid. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Your Digital Mindset, the channel devoted to you, the online entrepreneur, your mindset, and especially your online business. And there are a ton of mistakes that a new online entrepreneur or even experienced online entrepreneur can make as they go through this endeavor online to have an online business. And there's a bunch of them, but I'm going to lay out. I got a few of them here. I'm going to add one at the end, but I've got 12. I got it. I made it 10 mistakes, but it's actually more like 13 now that I thought about it. Again, there's probably 100 mistakes, but I'm just telling you the ones that if you get a grip on them early in the process, it'll help you out so much. Again, through your online experience. Okay, so let's talk about them. Number one might sound silly, but don't dilly dally. Okay, go all in. Get up early and get after it. That's the biggest mistake a bunch of folks do is they think about it and they're like, I might want to do this and I might want to do that, and they just have a lackadaisical approach to it. You got to it's all about mindset. That's why I call my brand Your Digital Mindset, because it's all about the mindset of the digital marketer, and it's got to be a go get it mindset. If you want to have real success, it's going to take some work. It's going to take you making a commitment. All right, so you're going to have to get up and get after it. And one of the best things about getting up early, and I know it stinks, but I don't care what time you wake up, you're always tired. So getting up earlier is no big a deal. You're going to wake up eventually anyway. It takes about the same amount of time to get awake, no matter what time you wake up. All right, so getting up early. But what's so important about it is if you live in a household with other people, that's your opportunity, especially in this world we live in now where everybody's at home a lot. You can be alone with you. You can be alone with your thoughts and your goals and everything you want to accomplish that day. And getting up earlier is the best way to grab your day by the reins, so to speak. All right. So again, I get the biggest pushback on getting up early, and I'm not talking about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking about really more like 4 if you can handle it. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I just stay up. But not sleeping in is one of the biggest mistakes. Don't, just because you're working from home, don't treat it like it's a holiday. Okay, it's definitely not. It's work. Get up, get after it, and that's only if you want success. Okay, if you want to truly have a full time income from your business, then you're gonna have to get up early. All right, especially if you happen to have another job, you definitely got to do that, because if you want success doing this before you quit your other job, you definitely got to get up earlier. All right, step one out of the way. We can stop throwing rocks at that. Consuming less. Stop consuming so much. Granted, you're watching this video right now, so you're consuming, but eventually you want to become the producer, because that's the only way you're going to build a following free is if you produce content. And producing content means you got to consume less and produce more. All right, so it's as simple as that. Try to start, once you start getting, what's the best thing to do is if you are consuming this content, do what I told you before. Learn, do, and teach. If you're consuming content, then make some more content on the content you're consuming. So at least it's like a quid pro quo. Okay, this for that. You consumed and you produce, so it's kind of a wash. Okay. But again, try to not consume all the time, because if you're consuming all the time, you're not producing. And if you're not producing, you're not going to be building your following, and you're not going to be making any money. Okay, so you need to produce content to make money, and that requires consuming less eventually. Okay, and avoiding shiny object. That's one of the hardest things for a new online entrepreneur, online business person to do, is to avoid, oh, that looks cool. Oh, I want to try that. Oh, I want to do that. You got to figure out, and this next one comes in, 3 and 4 kind of go together, but stop chasing everything online, everything that looks cool. You can't try it all, and figure out who's speaking your language. For example, if you're listening to me and you're like, hey, that guy speaks my language, I like the way he talks, or I like what he's saying, then follow me or somebody like me, or what I'm getting at is whoever's speaking your language, follow that person as your mentor, and don't chase everything on the internet. You'll waste all your time, money, and everything else, and again, you'll never get your business going full speed. All right. So again, avoiding shiny object, and then number 4, everybody can't speak your language, so avoiding too many mentors. Okay, so again, 3 and 4 could have been kind of the same one, but either way, very important. Pick something, go all in. And I'm talking about for a year. I said that on the last videos. Things to do to be successful is figure out what you want to do and then go all in on it. And I'm talking about I don't like even putting any goodbye date, as in, if I don't have success by here, if I don't have to make this amount of money, then I'm going to quit. I don't like that kind of mindset. But rarely does that work. All right, you got to have that. I'm never going to quit. I'm going to have that, because that's what it took for me. I dilly dallied because I did number 1. I mean, these are mistakes that I did. I messed around with it for years before I got successful. I mean, before I got serious and decided to go all in on it a couple of years ago. I was like, I'm going to do this. I've messed around with it long enough. I did it part-time, and I never said, I never went all in. I never said I'm gonna do this. I just like, okay, I'm gonna try to make money online. That doesn't work. Again, that's why I named my brand Mindset, because it's all about mindset. As long as you have the right mindset going into all this, you will have it eventually. Okay, I can't guarantee how much money you'll make, but if you have the right mindset that you're never going to quit and you're going to do it, then you will do it. It's just going to take who knows how long. Okay, but the sooner you get a grasp on these things, the sooner you'll have success. All right. Now let's see. So number 5, don't wait until you feel like it. I think that kind of goes with number 1 as well. Is we always say, well, I'll do it when I feel like it. You can't be that way. You just got to do it. Like one day I had a serious back injury, or I couldn't even hardly sit in a chair, but I still put out the content. I put an ice pack on my back and I still went at it. One day I was really sick. One day I didn't have any internet, so I just you figure out, no matter what's going against you, unless you got a fever or whatever, and you can't work. But if you can't wait till you feel pristine, okay, and you feel like, oh, the heavens have opened and I'm feeling wonderful today. Because how many times do you feel that way? Not very often. So again, don't wait till you feel like it, and do it every day. Okay, you can't, until your business is up and running itself and you're making passive income, you got to work on this some every day. It doesn't have to be 8 and 10 hours a day. However, I would suggest that at the beginning to commit every hour you can of the day to getting this off the ground. All right, but again, at least some every day. Keep an eye on your business. Keep the reins in your hands. All right, don't let it get away from you, because if you're not working every day, somebody else is. And again, eventually you'll have passive income coming in, hopefully, if you do things right, from day one. But until it's making money while you sleep, you need to be working on your business every day. And then, man, so huge. Don't try to master everything. Okay, and I want to show you something real quick. Now, I got this article. I told you guys about getting in the DM Insider newsletter, which I get every week. And it's the one email that I get that I open it every time because it's so cool. And I'm going to show you what they had in there the other day. Talked about being a T-shaped marketer. This goes in line with that. Don't try to master everything. Just be competent. Okay, you want to learn these things, but you want to get specialized where you're a pro all the way down. T-shaped marketing. A T-shaped marketer. You want to learn your stuff. You want to learn content marketing, email marketing, data analytics, paid media, search marketing, social media, e-commerce marketing. You want to learn this stuff and know what they are and be competent at it and know what it means. But you don't need to be a master of all that. You want to be a master of one or maybe 2 different things. So you're a T-shaped marketer. You go deep on 1 or 2 different areas, but you're not trying to be a pro, because you'll never do it. You'll be sitting there learning all the time and never producing a business. Okay, so try to be a T-shaped marketer. And there's a link to join the newsletter down below. I mentioned it a couple weeks ago, but I just got signed up with it. I've been following Digital Marketer for over a decade. They were around before I even got started in 08. So these guys really know what they're doing, and I love them. And I was a Raven fan before they ever came out with an affiliate program. But again, that newsletter is free, and I'll put that link down below. But again, that's just another example of the kind of stuff they teach is T-shaped marketing. Let's go back to our list. This is probably the biggest one, is don't try to do it alone. Okay, like right now, you're actually not. You're practicing that already, is you're reaching out to get some input. But don't try to do it alone. Once you say, I'm going to do this, and you've made the commitment, you got the mindset right, you said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have success, then don't be afraid to reach out. Pride is the most disloyal thing, and it took me forever to learn this, that pride is thinking, well, people think I'm dumb, or, it shows I'm weak. Being prideful in the wrong, instead of being proud of something you did successfully, that's good pride. But being prideful and saying, I don't want to look less than, that's a killer. That's the most disloyal friend you've ever had. And honestly, it's not a friend. So don't try to do it alone. And that's what I'm getting at, is reach out, join a community or a team. If you're on my team already, then you know what I mean. But if you're not, then if it's not my team, then like I was talking about before, whoever's speaking your language, join their team and their community and get involved. Okay. See what everybody's talking about. Even if you're not asking questions yet, make sure you're involved with the discussion. There's plenty of Facebook groups. Everything I promote, we have a community, all right, whether it be Legendary Marketer or Builderall, and those links will be down below. But this is not about me promoting right now. But example, I joined things that had, when I said I'm going all in, I joined strong communities where people would help me. And that's the only reason I've had the success that I'm finally having, is because I joined teams. I joined teams and communities that help me once I made the decision, then they helped me along. They taught me the things that I needed to know, and I didn't have to sit here, because that's why I spent years of frustration. So I tried to figure everything out. I would, download this ebook and watch this video, and I never got anywhere. I was always in the same spot years later, going, why am I not having success? Because I didn't reach out for help. Okay, I got to do it all alone. You're sitting there at 2 o'clock in the morning, pounding away on the computer, reading, stuff online, and you never have a real business. It's a hobby. All right. So don't try to do it alone. If you haven't joined our team, link down below to join our team. Or again, whoever's speaking your language, join their team. And this is important when you're working from home, is don't go with the flow. You need to structure your day. I talked about getting up early, but then after that, it's setting boundaries, letting everybody in your household know, hey, you're important to me. And if you need me to do something right now before I start my day, we'll knock it out. However, once I start my day, I cannot be disturbed. It's very important because if you're like me, if I get distracted, I have to start all over. It takes me a while to get my mind flowing in the right direction on my goals and things I want to achieve that day. And if somebody comes in and goes, hey, I need my shoe tie. I mean, that's not crucial. Okay. That's why I've had kids walk in and go, I need something. I go, hey, are you on fire? Because if it's not important, I should not be being disturbed. All right. So it might sound a little mean, but once you get serious about this, you'll know what I mean. Okay. Just set boundaries. Let everybody know, hey, you're important to me. But once I start, I can't be disturbed. And then set your goals every day. Figure out, set a big 3. Say, these are the 3 things I'm going to accomplish today, no matter what. And you'll feel so much more satisfied at the end of the day. Your business will grow much better. And if something happens and you don't get it done, you move that as one of your big 3 the next day. But set goals. Okay. Now, I try not to make long videos. This video is getting a little longer than I want to, so I'm going to roll through these. Next one, don't expect free stuff to help you succeed. There's a lot of folks that try to get free. I was the same way, trying to get free stuff here and free stuff there. If you want to be successful, I pay Builderall and I pay Legendary Marketer every single month because those are the things that I needed to succeed. I needed tools, Builderall, and I needed the right training, Legendary Marketer. Okay, so those are things, because when you first start, you're trying to minimize your costs. But don't expect those kind of things are going to help you succeed long term and have you a real income coming in. Because using free usually means, again, you're doing it alone because you don't have the customer service, the community, and all that stuff. So again, I just want to touch on that. So a lot of people try to get free everything, and that just is not a good plan for long-term success. All right. Now, number 10, don't fear the camera. Okay, don't that's one of the biggest ones, because if you're producing, you can produce content without being on camera. So I don't want to tell everybody you have to be on camera, but the sooner you get over the camera, like right now, when I first started a couple of years back, when I first started putting out video content over 2 years ago, I looked like somebody had held me hostage and I was reading from a script like send the ransom money. But you get more comfortable in front of the camera. Okay. You just got to do it. That's the thing is I'm talking about, don't fear it. At first you will, but just put the content out and work on it and you'll get better and better and better and more comfortable in front of the camera, putting out content. It'll be a no-brainer before you know it. Okay. So again, don't fear the camera. Just start doing it. And avoid getting on too many social platforms. You want to build a following, of course, and you want to put out content, but you want to keep it to where it's not taking all your time. Right? So keep that in mind. Figure out where your audience is, like YouTube or TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, wherever your audience is, go there, produce good content there, and get a following going. All right, and well, actually, there's 2 more. Avoid promoting too many unrelated products. Pick a niche, figure out what you want to promote, and promote things that are in your niche. All right, just simple as that. Don't try to promote everything. Don't do weight loss and digital marketing. Unless you're a pro and you can handle all that stuff and you got a team, yourself, your own employees, don't do that. Figure out what you're going to be, what you're passionate about, and produce content around that, and then promote things in that niche. All right, and then the last one I meant was 13 was get all your tools in one place. And that's why I went with Builderall, because when I found out about it, I couldn't believe you could get every tool you need for your entire business in one spot. That's why I went for it. I was like, man, you got hosting and website builder and your autoresponder, webinars and chatbots, and all this stuff is in one spot. And you make one payment each month on AutoDraft, and you never have to think about it again. That's what I love about it. I want to mention that too real quick, and we'll wrap this up, is if you go to yourdigitalmindset.com, you can get this mindset ebook. But what's important about it is when you go and get that ebook, you get the opportunity to join Legendary Marketer to get your training, and you'll also be able to go over to Builderall. There'll be 2 buttons for Builderall and Legendary Marketer, and get all your tools. You see all the tools. These are just some of the tools, but you have like 40 different tools at Builderall, and I've never had to buy another tool for my business. Everything is in there. I don't have to worry about it. One payment. I've got everything. Got my websites and autoresponder and email market, all that. Really, really cool. So again, that's another thing to avoid, is trying to have all your tools everywhere. It just gets to be where your business might fall apart because one tool's out of whack. When you got them all in one spot, they're all there together, working together. All right. So just want to mention that. If you are interested in that, again, yourdigitalmindset.com, links down below. If you got any questions, drop them down below. If not, I will see you in the next video. It's Chaz here with Your Digital Mindset, and I can't wait to see you on the inside. Thanks a lot.